for the video is role of quality control department in the pharmaceutical industry. This department is very important when you consider or when you think for the manufacturing. Manufacturing of pharmaceuticals like drug substances, finished formulations. It is abbreviated as QC department and the lab is called as QC lab. QC lab may have certain sub-departments for the specific testings, which may be raw material testing, packaging material testing lab, finished product testing lab, stability sample testing lab, and also the microbiological testing lab and some others. So depending on the testing, the quality control lab can be divided into sub parts. Whenever I come across the QC department, I always found that the QC department is very important, very crucial for the pharmaceutical industry, for the release of materials, for the release of formulations into the market, for maintaining the quality, for analysis of the pharmaceuticals, and also for the regulatory compliance. Let's start with the video with some introduction. Quality Control Lab or QC department is responsible for ensuring that the pharmaceutical materials products meet required standards of the quality, safety and efficacy. So as we always say that the pharmaceuticals are required to be safe and effective and should meet the quality as per the regulatory standards. QC department is very much related to all the quality parameter testing. It plays a key role in regulatory compliance and the consumer safety. For example, if QC lab provides the result of pass or failure, it will directly impact the patient population. And QC lab is the lab where most of the regulatory agencies visit frequently, and also all the regulatory people and regulatory departments, regulatory agencies want to have the proper QC work in the pharmaceutical industry. Many of the time we observe that the regulatory agencies raise query on the test results, on the out of specification results, out of trend results, and day-to-day activities of the QC lab. That's why QC department and QC personnel are very much important for the pharmaceutical organizations. QC ensures consistency and reliability of the drug products through rigorous testing. This testing is called as analysis. Analysis of the raw materials, packaging materials, finished formulations, and the stability samples, including the control samples. QC lab also perform testing of the in-process materials, in-process stage intermediate products, so that line clearance can be given for the further processing in the production. Now we'll see the key responsibilities of QC department. So raw material testing is there, ensuring the API and excipients are meeting to the predefined specifications. In-process testing for monitoring quality during the manufacturing. Finished product testing for ensuring the final product compliance before the batch release. And stability testing for assessing the shelf life and storage conditions. Microbiological testing for detecting contamination and sterility assurance. QC lab test all those cleaning cleaning validation samples, rinse samples, and other related samples whenever required for the line clearance in the production areas. Raw material testing involves identification of APIs and excipients, testing for the purity, potency, and contaminations, and it ensures it complies with the pharmaceutical and pharmacopoeia standards as per the monographs. In process controls, in process quality control testing IPQC is done with continuous monitoring during the manufacturing process to ensure the product consistency. CQAs are monitored by the QC department, that is IPQC. Like for tablets, it might be weight variation, hardness variability, viscosity and pH for liquids, and content uniformity for some uh, products, blend uniformity, blend assay for some formulations. Then finished product testing, generation of the COA by performing all the tests and analysis activities like assay, DISO, DT, uniformity of dosage units, sterility testing, content uniformity, and impurity testing. Stability testing, as per ICH, it is done. The stability may be at different conditions like accelerated, intermediate, long term for determination of the shelf life and to study the impact of environmental factors. Microbial testing for injectables, solid orals, ophthalmic products, sterile formulations, endotoxin and pyrogen testing, sterility testing, microbial limit testing is done by the QC lab. Documentation and compliance is the another very important role. QC lab maintains records for the all test results and procedures. It maintains all the COAs and all the uh, method parameters for the analysis. It ensures compliance with the regulatory guidelines as per the requirements. Regulatory bodies like FDA, EMA, MHRA, CDSCO, WHO with GMP, PICS, all these regulatory guidelines are followed as per the plant requirement and the plant approvals. It supports audit and inspection by the regulatory agencies and by the clients. So, supporting the audits and inspection is the very important role of QC. Role in regulatory compliance, it provides assurance to the adherence for GMP practices, good laboratory practices, and meeting to the pharmacopoeia standards. It supports product approval and market authorization. Also, for some of the products, QC lab helps to do the analysis whenever required for the regulatory queries and for the regulatory query response. Overall, you can say QC department is related to the safety, efficacy, and quality of the pharmaceuticals. It may be drug substance or it may be the finished formulations. QC compliance is very important and critical for the pharmaceutical organizations. QC plays key role in preventing defective products from reaching the patients. It supports pharmaceutical companies in maintaining high quality standards. So the QC methods should be very thoroughly developed and very critically executed so that the defective product doesn't go to the market. If if the product is going to the market and if it is found defective, it may result into the batch recall or market complaint and it may defame the pharma organization. Quality control is such a department which bears the responsibility of all the testing and analysis and provides its inputs for the product manufacturing and marketing. QC department is also related to the regulatory compliance. It supports other departments like production, stores, IPQA, QA, regulatory affairs, and its overall functioning is critical for the pharmaceutical company. I hope this video will give you understanding for the role of QC department in the pharmaceutical industry. Whenever you come across the QC or quality control department terminology, think that it is related to the production or it is related to the manufacturing plant. And whenever you come across the terminology like analytical development lab, it is a part of the research and development department. QC is a part of manufacturing plant and ADL is a part of research and development lab. Thank you for watching the video and let's meet soon with other informative video. Thank you.